and welcome to episode 2 of Blockstack TV. I'm Tom Stiles.
I'm Steve Giguere. Blockstack TV is the hottest sofa-based internet TV show about Ultimate ever to rock your digital world. Tom?
You got it right, Steve. Well done.
Thanks.
Okay, so this is episode 2. We have a quick few words to say about episode 1. It was too long.
Too long?
We drank too much wine.
Too much mulled wine. Lessons learned.
But everyone emailed in. Everyone said it was they enjoyed it. Lots of laughs and giggles and that sort of thing. So yeah,
we'll do a mailbag session and we'll talk about some of the feedback we got later on. My personal review of it is that just to enhance the effect, I have a lot of camp gestures that I didn't know about. Tom.
Well, you know, I always thought I was the camp one, Steve. But if you think you're the camp one,
I think maybe you look camper, but okay. I act camper. I'm not too sure. Well, tell you what we'll do. We'll stick a poll on the website. Okay, the poll section, you're watching this on the website, go to polls, little tab hidden behind the podcast. It's going to say, who's the campest man on Blockstack?
Can you just say, I'm not competing, but if you think I'm camp, then that's fine.
Yeah, you are.
Cheers. What are we drinking this week, Steve?
This week we've got Banrock Station white wine. And why are we drinking Banrock Station, Tom?
Well, this Banrock Station, they give money to some wetland projects and environmental causes. So we're actually helping the environment here.
In spite of the fact that we're drinking Australian wine, which has probably the highest carbon footprint of any wine ever made that we could be drinking in the UK. So,
cheers.
It's a give and take, isn't it?
You win some.
You win some.
And then you lose some. Okay, we're going to kick straight off
into
Photo News.
Photo News. We have a jingle this week. Let's kick off that jingle. All right, it's got a little funky rhythm. You've got your own kind of rhythm going. That's a little slower. And that's it. Photo News.
Okay.
Where did that laptop come from?
Well, this is the Photo News machine. So here's the Photo News for this week. Item 1. The GB Masters team have come up with a novel and exciting new way to raise money for their forthcoming trip to Vancouver. They're going to develop and sell a pheromone spray. Initial trials proved remarkably successful. Let's have a look at that photo. There it is.
There's Wayne Redder, Marco, Nick, Rama.
Yeah, those two young ladies have stumbled into some rat's nest of dirty old.
Is that one of your pictures?
Yeah, it's one of mine.
So they're looking at you. It's a cry for help, isn't it?
Yeah, they're like, help.
Call the police.
Yeah. Somehow they couldn't help. Maybe it's the power of the spray, Steve.
Okay, I see. They're enraptured by these masters.
Indeed. Okay, Photo News Story 2, Steve-O.
All right. Ultimate superstar Rob Mitchell decided to come out of the closet mid-game and plant a big wet one on his Russian marker. Let's bring that up. Hey, why don't you get a little closer?
No, stop it, Rob. Go away from me. Stalling 6. Stalling 7.
This ain't going nowhere, big boy. Give me his big one.
Oh, Rob, no tongues, we said, with no tongues. Hi, Rob.
Okay,
Hi,
sorry, Rob.
Blockstack would like to apologize to Rob Mitchell for implying he attempted to suck face with his Russian marker, as this was in error. It was in fact Rob's brother, Stu Mitchell, who is the tonsil-mopping Stall 7 saliva junkie. Sorry, Rob.
Okay, Nottingham's own Random Fling have to caution Matt Benaway for indecent conduct after he gets a little carried away during a recent indoor game. And there he is. Oh, man.
Yeah, this is going to be hard to see for the folks, so I'm going to grey out everybody else.
We're not looking at the guys with the disc.
No, unimportant.
Let's have a go at that,
There he is back there. We're going to have a little fondle. Wait, am I wrong-handed? That's why it doesn't work. There we go.
Oh, there it is.
Oh.
Hey, Matt.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not getting into the zone.
Well, maybe.
It's helping looking at you, though.
Maybe you need to see fourth story of today. Fourth Photo News story of today. Steve is...
Oh, yeah. She's there every week. Russian girl does the splits. Hello.
If you know who she is...
Filthy. Please, can someone can somebody identify this woman and mail in, show at Blockstack TV, please?
And we'll find out who she is. Okay, that's the Photo News for this week.
We'll hook her up with some Blockstack dating service.
Yeah, let's do that. Okay, moving on.
Where'd the laptop go?
Well, it's the power of Photo News. Cheers.
There's delicious Bamrock Station. Mm. That is tasty wine. Okay, this is going to be a first product review of Blockstack TV. I've got the product right here. Ultimate, the greatest sport ever invented by man. The author of this product is Tony, well, I should say his full name actually, Pasquale. Is that right? You think?
I think it's just Pasquale.
Pasquale, and I'll ask him. I should know.
We should know.
Pasquale Anthony Leonardo. The reason I don't know is because we call him Tony Leonardo.
Everyone calls him Tony.
Yeah. I met Tony 2-3 years ago almost now, doing the writing for The Roar of the Talking Fish at Paganello. Great guy. He's also the author of the Ultimate History book, so he does know what it is he is talking about. Tom and I read through this book. Tom, what was... Want to give us a bit of feedback?
Well, tell you what, Steve, what I'll do is I'll read my favourite section, which kind of... I mean, it's light-hearted.
Yeah.
It's informative. And this is just one little bit that I liked. It's talking about the 8 ultimate player types. And this player type is the athlete, which I
Types or stereotypes? It's kind of the same thing.
It's kind of the same thing. Yeah, I mean, like I say, it's light-hearted, so not too serious. But guaranteed, you read through this book and there's bits where you're just going, oh yeah, that is absolutely what happens. So this is talking about the athlete type.
Definitely, that's probably our type. We slot right
Actually,
into that.
I think I'm the engineer type.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm the engineer
Really?
type.
I was worried I was the local oldster.
Yeah, that's D. That's definitely D.
Yeah.
Okay, so what it says is breaks down all the things about the athlete. It says for style, athletes wear Patagonia, Marmot, and EMS at night, or when the weather is bad. Athletes never wear tie-dye or lavender unless it is their team colour and they know for certain that their team will crush the competition. That kind of reminds me of the Fluid Druids with their heinous purple kit.
Yeah, because they knew they would crush the competition.
They were
hated
everyone.
by all.
That's right. So you can be a great player, and as long as you can wear ridiculous kit, as long as you know that no one stands a chance.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Tom, but isn't Marmot that awful tasting spread you put on toast?
That's Marmite.
Marmite. I wouldn't imagine people be wearing it at night.
No one's going to be wearing
This is
that.
ravers now, eh?
No,
is that what those kids are doing now?
No.
Just rubbing their chest with Marmite?
Marmite. It's like a camping stuff. Where they make fleeces and
is that right?
waterproof jackets.
All right. How am I supposed to know? I can't keep up with this stuff.
Yeah.
My favorite. We marked bits. My favorite bit, and I like this because the fundamentals of Ultimate and techniques and tactics don't cover stuff like this.
No.
And if we can get a picture of this, that'd be great.
Yeah.
The style for guys and style for girls. Don't. He's raising the picture. What I like is, which I think is appropriate, because when I first met Tony, he had a mustache, and just to read his own opinion of the mustache, a mustache is cool if you're in college when most kids don't sport the stash. Wearing a mustache and playing Ultimate after college must be done ironically or not at all. Ultimate is neither hockey nor Magnum PI.
Yeah, those two items I kind of sum up the book. I think it's funny, it's light-hearted, it's short. It's not a lengthy book, and there are some bits of tips and tactics. There's tips on how to break the force. There's tips on how to lose your man.
How to Throw with Your Offhand by Mike Grant.
Mike Grant's written a section.
Yeah, there's a lot of top tips. It's really good because as the title kind of indicates, the greatest sport ever invented by man. The way it's written,
It's tongue in cheek.
It's tongue in cheek. Obviously, Tony does probably live by that. He probably does think it really is the greatest sport invented by man. But he does have a sense of humor. It's almost self-righteously self-deprecating, if that makes any sense.
It treads a very fine, very clever line between sort of bigging the sport up to a point of ridicule.
Yeah.
And also taking the piss out of the sport to the point of ridicule. It's brilliantly written. If you're into Ultimate and if you're watching this podcast, let's hope you are, because otherwise you're just watching it for me and Steve, and heaven help you.
Yeah, you got nothing better to do.
Get a copy of the book. We'll bang up the URL, and that's how you find it.
That's right. www.thegreatestsporteverinvented.com. I can't believe that was available.
You would have thought that Bowles would have snapped that up years ago.
Hard to believe. Okay, Moving on. Our next product review.
We can go straight into this, can we?
Into the product review bin. Next product review is going to be the new DVD by Roadie Films.
We're talking about Flat Out.
That's right. Do you want to introduce that a little bit? You were personally involved in the production?
So Flat Out is the DVD of EUC, which was the European Ultimate Championships held in Southampton.
This summer?
This summer, by Andy Cayley and the gang down there in Southampton. And it's a Roadie Films production. So Roadie Films have done Running with Flatballers. They did Flat World, which was
possibly the best documentary-style Ultimate DVD ever made.
Great DVD.
Yep.
And they've also, and then this one is Flat Out, so the next one along. I would say great camera angles.
Yeah, 2 cameras. The coverage, the ultimate coverage, it's really good.
Yeah,
it's really good. It's sort of a step beyond, I think, or similar to what you'd see in Alta Village, where you've got multiple camera angles, one at each end of the pitch, and there's intelligent switching back and forth, good replays. Yeah, it's really well done.
Some good captioning. It feels like a professional. It feels like a really professional video. And there's commentary.
Is there, Tom?
Yeah, Steve. I know you don't believe this, but
no, I've watched it. I was up at 4 a.m. One morning when I couldn't sleep because I had too much chocolate the night before, and I watched all 7 games and even the extras, and was thrilled with the commentary by you. Should we put the trailer on?
Yeah, let's put the trailer on.
All right, let's throw the trailer on. You can get it. You can get a taste of what some of the commentary was like. All right.
This is it. Someone is going to emerge triumphant. The great disc is going to be caught in the end zone. Oh no! A fumble. To see play like that at this stage is really an honour. Though he's lost his cap, but he hasn't lost his nerve. Oh, unbelievable! 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 That was absolutely fantastic.
I think that guy really milks it a bit there.
Who is that?
Who is that idiot?
Yeah, some kind of
Well,
a little bit full of himself.
Okay, it was me. It was me. And what had happened on pitch was amazing.
Right, that's why the trailer doesn't show you what happens on the pitch at that point.
It's trying to hook you in.
Trying to hook you in and say, hey, go buy this DVD. Now, what we haven't mentioned, I was supposed to mention before we showed the trailer, was that the UKUA, which for those of you not in the UK, all 7 viewers that we've got that are outside, it's the British equivalent of the UPA or the DFV or the CUPA in Canada. It's a national association that governs Ultimate in the UK. And what they've done is they've taken a portion of player fees for 2008, and they're going to buy a copy of this DVD for every player in the UK, which I think that's pretty cool.
I think it's amazing.
I think it increases people's awareness of the UKUA because you're getting a free thing if you join this year. And it's probably going to get more people to get off their butt and actually pay the fee.
Well, I think it makes being a member more attractive.
Yep.
B, I think it means that DVD is in more people's hands. So it's more likely to show it to their friends. It's more likely to be available for recruitment drives. More people are going to see what Ultimate is about. And the coverage that you get on the DVD is so good.
And the commentary.
Outstanding. The commentary actually makes it look a little bit professional.
Oh. I have to... Okay, well, so we wrap up and I'll give you my opinion of the DVD.
Okay.
Really good DVD. I think it's like £10 or €14, depending on where you buy it. The coverage is really good. The 7 finals that are in there are fantastic. And the only issue I had was the extra games. There's no sound, so you were just watching Ultimate.
So, no sound.
Not just no commentary, Tom.
Oh,
like no sound, like no wind rustling, no people going. No crowd. Like,
so you're bitching about the lack of sound on the free stuff,
on the free extras.
The extra.
If I gotta search for something to complain about, and I'm already getting I'm already getting 7 full games for £10. I can still find something wrong.
Okay. Well,
There's like 8 free games, and there are lots of countries: France, Belgium, Austria, like all the other countries that may not have made a final. You've got something. You've got a reason to buy the DVD.
GB France is one of those games that you mentioned.
Yeah.
And even with the games that they've even with the extra games, they've cut down all the dead time.
Yeah,
so you're just getting
that's
pure
true.
ultimate. So
Pure ultimate.
yeah, I mean, like a game you watch, it's like a 2-hour game. There's probably about 35, 40 minutes of actual ultimate.
Yeah, it's amazing how short a game is when you cut out all the faff.
Yeah. So like a disc goes out, that's 30 seconds. You get a point scored, that's 2 minutes. All that's gone, and you just get the play. So pass, score, pass, turnover, pass, score.
Okay.
And it's great stuff.
Okay.
and if you do watch the
How'd that go again?
pass, score.
Okay.
Pass.
I wish
turnover.
my team could play like that's how my team played. Yeah.
That's how the Philippines played. Remember?
Pass, turnover.
Yeah.
Well, that's us again.
Yeah, that's
All right. Anyway,
We're faffing.
considering other DVDs like Alta Village are quite expensive, the Push Pass DVDs are only a $5, but you only get one game. £10 is a bargain. If you didn't get one for free, go get it.
Absolutely.
You can find out how to get that on the EUC2007.org website.
Thank you very
Okay.
much. Just moving on.
That's moving on. This is our first time we're able to do this. Let's toast it, though. Let's toast it.
Can I have a top up? Have we got?
Where's the crew?
Where's the crew?
Send the crew out to get some more of this while we bring in the mailbag.
Whoa. You can't get this down. Actually, someone emailed in and said, "Who are the crew?"
Who are the crew? Well,
The crew.
so we get some photos up of the crew.
We can bang some photos.
We'll bang up some photos of the crew now. There's the crew.
That's
Very helpful, Alison and
Alison
Katrin.
and Katrin.
All right, very helpful crew.
It's our respective other halves.
All right, mailbag. Mailbag does whatever a mailbag does. Old mail.
There it is. Now look at how many mails.
Yeah. Compliments to the Royal Mail.
We got.
Reliable service.
Now, you'd think that our show wasn't this popular, but
You would think. We thought.
But here
Here we have
we've proved
literally hundreds
some.
of responses to our first show.
Thank you very much.
Let's get some all-important... No, I just cut across the camera there. You know, get me...
So, first off, can I say thank you to everyone who emailed in, even if it wasn't that complimentary, and most of them were, just to say, these are the
except for
things you need to improve.
and you know who you were.
These are the things you need to improve. These are the
Yeah.
things that were good. These are the things that I want to hear more about.
Better sound quality.
Yeah.
Reviews.
Here's some program ideas.
Program ideas.
There were some wicked program ideas
Yeah.
came in, so that's good.
And the photo news. We had 2 submissions for photo news. We only used one this week. We use the other
Yeah.
one later on.
Yeah.
That was good. So let's dig.
Let's dig into
Dig.
the mailbag.
I'll
What
find
have we
one.
got?
I'll find one for you here.
Me.
We got an interesting stamp
Yeah,
on
there
it.
we go.
There you go. You got
There we
that one.
go. Okay, who's this from? Let's see who this is. Oh, this is from Cy Hill. Thank you very much for...
The UK, funny, we shouldn't get one from Sahil, the UKUA administrator.
That's right. He says, watch the show on Saturday. I'm not sure which Saturday that was, but I do have a couple of comments. Most important thing was to mention the life of Barry O'Kane's beard and the implications on his personality. Now, we did mention Barry O'Kane's beard as the number one thing that happened in 2007. Barry shaved his beard off. Now, obviously, Cy's wanted to draw attention to some of the implications of the beard shaving. You may be aware that Barry is a long-standing Catch-22 star. His non-hack nickname for some time has been Beardy, which I think a lot of people knew that.
I think you mentioned it, yeah.
Yeah. However, at various points over the last few years, Beardy has in fact not been very beardy at all. And so a different person has come to Paganello instead. We've had Eardy, Steardy, in our teams over several occasions in the recent years. Don't worry, the beard will return. And he's written Barry's little song.
This is like a Catch-22 song they do.
Yeah. I am Beardy, shout at strangers, pick up dog ends, live in bins. There you go. So there's an email from Cy Hill. Thank you very much. Next email, Stevo.
All right, I'll read.
Sorry, mail, not email. Actual.
I'll
mail.
read this one.
Mailbag.
We have a lot of emails, but they're no fun to open.
You suck at folding, Steve. You can fold
All right.
that.
This is from Christoph Bihin. Would you say that, Bihin?
Bin.
Bin.
Bihin. Bin. Bihin.
Bin. Okay. He says, "Hi guys, congratulations on your work. That rocks. You rock. Anybody that watches Blockstack TV rocks as well." He's wondering, because he's organizing the second edition of the University Ultimate Tournament.
The soon-to-be legendary.
Yeah, on the 5th and 6th of April. And can we come 10 different European countries going to Brussels to play it out? I think that's pretty cool now. That's a new thing, the University Ultimate.
European, so it's
like a European...
Ultimate University Tournament. So you can only go if you're a student.
But it's like, it's all universities in Europe. It's kind of like a clubs for Europe, for universities.
For students.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So
can we go?
So that's the 6th of April, 5th and 6th of April.
Can we go? Basically.
If Christoph is prepared to pay for our flights, you might see us in Brussels.
We are there.
Unless...
Or you can hook us up with maybe some kind of Belgian sponsor. Ooh. Because that's expensive.
It's expensive, okay. But thank you very much for the invite. We appreciate that, and we want to see more of those.
We'd love to see anything you record, any photos you take, any videos you do. We will. The first episode after April, we're happy to feature that tournament as best we can.
I guess it's a good point to mention anyone who gets any good video or good photos and they want to send them in for photo news or just to get a mention on the show, say, here's something cool, I want to see it on Blockstack TV.
Yeah.
Use us as your medium to the world.
A conduit, if you will.
Yeah. Obviously, get the release papers signed first. But
yeah.
Another one for me, Steve. What have we got?
This is a pretty important one. I can tell by the address. The return address,
the return, the stamp.
The postage stamp on the envelope.
Who have we got here?
Envelope.
Look at this. Michael Thompson, a.k.a. Mickey from Sockeye. That's Seattle Sockeye, for those of you who don't know.
Who I believe are attending Vancouver as USA Open.
So he says, just checked out New Year's Eve's episode, guys, and I must say I was impressed. Good stuff all around. Great to hear some chatter about tournaments, learn more about European Ultimate and tournaments that are important, hear about new teams, listen to good Ultimate opinion and talk. Now, I think what Mickey's...
He should be writing our short sell. That's brilliant.
That is very good, yeah. I think what Mickey's after is tips on who's going to be hot at Vancouver so that he can, who knows who to mark.
He's fishing a little bit, isn't he?
He's fishing a little bit. So... he says, I'm a US player going to the Worlds in August. I'm excited to check out Blockstack TV podcast.
I like that, but maybe you can get some guest appearances. Well, why not you?
Yeah, so we want to
get you on the couch when we're there.
So Mickey Thompson, we're going to get you on the couch. We'll find him.
We'll find you.
Yeah,
we'll clad you in a Blockstack T-shirt, and we're going to get you on the couch.
I'm going to do some interviews, and that led us on to thinking that if you see someone on the show that you're kind of thinking, hey, that's a good-looking Ultimate player right there.
Other than us.
Then, email in and we can hook you up.
Yeah.
Blockstack dating.
We're gonna start Ultimate dating.
Yeah.
Am I jumping the gun?
Mickey Thompson. Thank you very much, Mickey.
From Seattle Sockeye.
Yeah. So that's cool.
We only have time for 4, so we're gonna have... I'm sorry, the other 500-600 people who wrote in.
You're pillows.
Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain.
It's full of pillows. God damn.
It's the Emerald City all over again.
It's a good gag.
All right, fine.
It's good enough for next week.
We'll do it again. Hopefully we'll have more actual envelopes to open up. Okay. The final thing we'd like to mention is, thanks to this podcast, we hooked up with UltiTalk. If you go to our website, you'll see ultitalk.com has a banner up there now. We're supporting them. They are supporting us. Thanks, Seppo from UltiTalk. He's also the guy who is co-owner of PlayUlti.com.
Oh, right.
Yeah, they do educational Ultimate videos and that sort of thing.
All right.
So go to PlayUlti.com. We'll get both those URLs up there. For UltiTalk.com and PlayUlti.com.
So UltiTalk is like an alternative to Rexport Disc in the States.
Yes.
It doesn't get any spam, so...
Yeah, Rexport Disc has been bombarded with buy shoes from China spam crap.
Not good. So, yeah, UltiTalk's good. And there is a European section on there. It's not been very used at the moment, but...
No. The Australians love it.
The Australians are on it.
They're all over it.
And I think some of the Far East nations are...
Yeah, they're on board with UltiTalk. But it's tough to teach an old dog new tricks and get us off the Brit discs and the Rexport discs and go with the forums.
Well, maybe... I mean, BritDisc has got its flaws. No one's saying BritDisc is perfect. So maybe one of the
It goes down a lot.
Yeah, it does go down a lot. And it got hacked the other day and everyone's passwords got stolen.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not good.
No.
So maybe one of the things that the UKU might want to think about is moving over to UltiTalk.
Why not? Go for it. Give it a go. Give it a go.
Out there.
And the other thing I want to mention was Ultiverse. In conjunction with our first podcast was another podcast called Ultiverse. The Ultiverse or Ultiverse?
I think, well,
We'll get the
they
URL
call
up.
themselves the Ultiverse, but the URL is Ultiverse.
Yeah, and you can go check that out. And they have an audio podcast. They do some more sort of North American-centric. They have an interview with a couple of people who work with juniors over there. And they said next episode, I think there's going to be an interview with Mike Grant and a few other big names in Ultimate. So why not sync that up with your iPod along with ours?
Yeah.
And give it a listen.
Okay, so that's cool. So we've got 2 new podcasts for 2008.
Yeah.
And talking of big name guests, Steve, can you tell us any big name guests that we might have got coming up soon?
Big name guests? Really?
Who have you seen this weekend?
I saw GB Open this weekend.
Oh.
Well, I wouldn't say they're going to be on the couch, but I went to a GB Open practice. I was invited because you're not necessarily supposed to go to a GB Open practice because they're very, very closed doors about their tactics.
No, they don't want Mickey from Sockeye.
They do not want Mickey from Sockeye. In fact, I had my camera, and when they started playing a game, I was very politely told to turn my camera off.
Oh, really?
Yeah, as I could not film the game. Okay. But next episode 3, we're going to have a little featurette on GB Open, which will be slotted into the center of the GB Women Special.
So we're
Tell them about that.
We're doing a GB Women Special. Next episode 3, is going to be coming from the Dam Slam, which is a Nottingham tournament. And it's a 2-day tournament, 1-day regular tournament, a 1-day hat tournament. It's a good opportunity for you being camp. You're not going to win this poll just by camping it up for one glass of wine. So for the hat tournament and for the proper tournament, we've got GB Women coming down to help us with coaching and to help us with advice for young and developing players and to basically help out.
Looking for sponsors.
They're looking for sponsors for the thing, and we're going to help them out, and we're going to do Blockstack TV
Live.
So it's going to be a sort
Our
of
first high-pressure live.
So we're going to have an audience.
You're going to have a big audience, hopefully, for that one.
Are people going to cheer us or boo us?
People will be... They'll probably do what, they do to Chris Rock. They'll go, ooh, and we'll think they're booing us, and we'll cry, and then we'll realize, actually, they were we're just out of touch.
They're bigging us up.
Yeah, they're bigging us up.
So that's happening. That's the Dam Slam special. That'll be episode 3. And if you're at the Dam Slam, which is first weekend in February, 2nd and 3rd, or if you're in the Midlands area and you want to come down to Nottingham, the party on Saturday night is going to be huge. And you're welcome to come down to that. Tickets will be available from the tournament. So come down to the tournament on Saturday. Come down to the party Saturday night. Check out the tournament and the GB Women and have a good time.
Yep. We're going to be talking to GB Women. We're going to have women on our couch. I'm trying to get an inflatable couch. That's going to be sweet.
Because we can't move this from...
Because this beast...
From Nottingham?
I already had to throw... When I moved this... We moved this in. This went over the garage.
Really? You can get it through the door?
I'm not getting this thing out of here, ever. When the house goes, this goes. We're just going to burn the whole thing down.
Okay, moving on to... we've got a couple more things to mention before we go.
No. Paganello.
Yes. Well, that was what I was alluding to, Steve. Tell us about Paganello.
Tell me that we have not scored possibly the biggest thing, second biggest thing, I should say, next to Vancouver that we're ever going to do. We're coordinating with Jumpy, those of you who are familiar with him from Paganello, to do Paganello TV. Yeah, it's still going to be Blockstack TV, but let's call it Paganello TV. Daily podcasts from Paganello. Tom and I are going to be doing some writing for the Roar of the Talking Fish, the regular Paganello newsletter, along with our writer friend Russ.
Russ Scott. Hello, Russ.
Hi, Russ. And we're also going to be doing the commentary for the Paganello DVD.
Now, I think us doing the commentary on the Paganello DVD will sort of bring it up to flat out level.
I think we're going to improve on it.
I think, well, we can improve.
Have you seen the previous Paganello, the coverage? He hasn't seen a Paganello DVD. It's actually really tough to see a Paganello DVD.
I've been playing Ultimate for 10 years now.
Yeah.
October this year, I will have been playing Ultimate for 10 years. I've never been to Paganello, and I'm gutted about it.
And you've never even seen the DVD?
I've never seen the DVD. I've only seen a few photos from people's Facebook accounts of last year's Paganello and the party.
Legendary.
Loads of people dressed as devils and stuff like that. It looks like an absolute whale of a time.
That was I can see. Yeah.
And everyone else had red paint all over them by the end of the night as well.
Yeah. So, and you were probably thinking, every single Paganello, I've never been there, what is the hype about?
Well, exactly, and that's why I think Blockstack TV at Paganello is going to be so cool for people who've never made it, because they'll be able to get our opinion and live shots from Paganello, daily reports, shots from and
exciting
and interviews,
special guests
with
on the couch
on the
or whatever we can sit on. That's about it. So
we get provided with some benches, I hope.
Some benches. All right, so that's pretty exciting stuff. Tune in when that kicks off. That's about it.
That's it. Well, thank you very much for watching. This has been episode 2 of Blockstack TV. If you've got any comments or emails, send them to show@blockstacktv. I've been Tom Stiles.
I'm Steve Jaguar, and before we go, let's have a word from our very first ever sponsor, Ultimately Blockstack. Good night.
Good night.
Good day.